YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael. Also, hello, hi. I've spent a good chunk of the re-upload part of the stream, the pre-recording part of the stream, talking a little bit about how burnt the fuck out I am from YouTube. And I really was hoping that Miss Lisa would post, because what we really need today is Coco Melon. But instead, we're going to have to settle for this YouTuber named Life Lived Alone. I got recommended her channel today. I recommended her channel on YouTube today. She does, unfortunately, use a wild amount of cringe AI nonsense for her thumbnails. Which, I don't know, at this point kind of feels par for the course when I come over here and start reacting to these types of channels. But the description for her channel says, a journey of mentally cluttered life filled with debt and overwhelmed working conditions to a life of simplicity and peace. Ravioli! Thanks so much for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. Girl, is this me? Also, what is buyharrington.com? A digital product, instructions, how to make luxury windows. Custom Roman shades. Oh, wait! Okay, so I did start watching this video a little bit. And I do know, actually, that this girly makes Roman shades. Is this her website? Art that heals. Girl, is this just some AI bullshit? Healing art for the love of Kurt. All my art has a farmhouse, cottagecore, coastal, and or western decor vibe. A few years ago, I lost a precious grandson who was killed by a drunk driver. I found that... Oh, maybe it's real painting then! I found that painting helped with my grief. All of my products listed below sprang forth from my art. All thanks to my Curtis James Wilson. He is the reason that I paint. I try to honor him with every stroke of the paintbrush. Oh, wow. That's not feeling real, though. It's... And, like, at the very least, the format of this, all the stuff around the art, like, this format right here is so AI coded. This format right here is very AI coded. Zach, people lie all the time. Like, when I say I'm 125, I'm actually not. Is there a way that I can see, like, her actual art? That looks like it could be painted. Canvas print wall art with a coastal... now, that doesn't say anything. Signed and dated by artist. But she didn't... What about the part... the words? She didn't paint the words, did she? This is what I hate about the world right now. Because what the hell? I just want to trust that this lady is actually painting art in honor of her grandkid she lost. I just want to trust and believe that. Oh, she has so much. There's so many pages of art. I don't... I I don't I don't I don't know, Divas. Oh, and then so okay, by Harrington in general. Okay. Well, all right. Sorry. I've strayed from the path. I've strayed from the path, Divas. So anyways, this is her most recent video and it got recommended to me today. What YouTube paid me for 1 year. Oh, and I should say, look at the thumbnail. Which also, such an awful thumbnail that not even all of the words are in the frame. I fear the pictures on the site are AI and you receive a Temu painting when you buy. Well, here's my issue with her use of AI. If she really is taking time to like hand paint portraits and things like that, I don't know how any self-respecting artist who is talented at something like that could sit here and use the AI nonsense for their thumbnails on YouTube. And that's just my feelings. I don't know. I strive. Y'all think I'm like Amber Lynn and Rosie and Chantal's biggest hater. I'm AI's biggest fucking hater, or at least I strive to be, because this shit really pisses me off. I have some friends that are in the stationery community. I actually was trying to get some tea on if there was stationery drama that I could that I could cover. And unfortunately, well, it sounds like there could be, and some of it is AI related. But anyways, I was just like, how do you do like artsy stationery stuff and then sign up for fucking AI? And I sat there and talked with my friends about it. And one of my friends, I think because they're friends with some of these people in the stationery community, was like trying to like say it was bad, but like excuse their friend's behavior. I'm like, no, if you're a creative person, create your own shit. Before I had Photoshop, I used Canva for thumbnails. It is not hard. I think artists using AI just makes all their art questionable, and that's sad for them. Like, people are already sus of all art now because of AI. Why cause more confusion specifically about your art? No, exactly. Exactly. And I will say, I think y'all know one of my dear friends. I paint burbs here on Twitch. I was actually joking with her in the DMs the other day because I was telling her, I was like, girl, I need to just start painting birds. I need to start painting birds and doing that. I was like, life seems so peaceful. It seems like you're not involved in any drama on the internet. I need to start just painting birds. But I do remember one time in her stream, she was like, hey, like, let's not just assume everything is AI because, you know, like, AI is definitely bad. Generative AI is definitely bad. But, like, also, like, a lot of people get frustrated that they have to, like, clarify that their art isn't AI. And that's because the AI programs are being taught or like trained by actual art and actual artists, and by that I mean their art is being stolen and fed to AI to train AI. Why we love watch the Tumblr making girl. She says she's a former tat artist but uses ugly AI raps. It's crazy to me. It's wild to me. Nobody really even knows if we have a brain dead senator because of AI. Oh, exactly. Exactly. Anyways, I do want you to pay attention to what is in the thumbnail of this video, because it says, "What the crap, YouTube? I'm ticked off." And I think it's going to set the tone. I think it's going to set the tone. The conflation between generative AI and other types of AI is so frustrating as an academic, because we use AI to scrape data sets that we input ourselves, but we don't use anything generative at all. Yeah, there is also, I mean, that's part of the conversation that's also getting lost, is that in particular it's generative AI that's really fucky. There's so many things that we use technology-wise that have had AI incorporated into them for a minute. But all right, if y'all are ready to get started and you want me to shut the fuck up and to just play the video, could you put some 69s in the chat? Stanley Marie makes me pee. Thanks for being the first person, because it reminded me to take a drink. I might speed her up a little bit too. If I remember correctly, she talked kind of slow, which is no shade. I'm just impatient. Which is no shade. Okay, let's get to. Oh, let me turn her up. Turn this one up.
Hey guys, I hate videos where people complain all the time. I do, but
she's gonna complain. I did watch a good chunk of, not a good chunk of this, but a chunk of this.
Today, I've got to complain. I've got to get it off of my mind.
Get it out.
And the only way I know to do it is talk to you guys about it.
Get it out, Diva. Get it out.
Hi, I'm Diane.
Hey, Diane.
1 year ago, I started YouTube. I did. In 3 weeks, I became monetized.
Hell yeah.
Now, at the time, I was...
Rich diva. Now, I do want y'all to know that there's going to be some overlap in terms of... Well, it's not that they're the same. The only comparison is that she's trying to do this instead of a prison job. So she has that in common with Sarasota Tim.
75, trying to figure out a way.
Wait,
now at the time I was 75,
or she was
trying to figure out a way to retire. And this happened at the perfect time. I was monetized on YouTube, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can make my extra money that I need on YouTube. I can retire. Oh my gosh.
Now, I just wanna advise and preface to everybody that 3 weeks into being monetized on YouTube, or 3 weeks into being on YouTube and getting monetized, you should not that quickly decide that YouTube is going to be the thing you rely on for income. I will say that, okay? I just want to advise that to people trying to be a YouTubie. And maybe that's because I'm overly cautious, but I was monetized for like a solid 3 years, I think, before I gave up a full-time prison job and just started doing YouTube.
It seemed like a blessing. Okay, why is it frustrating then? Well, let me tell you what happened.
Tell me.
I'm going to be blunt about everything and tell you the truth. My first 6 months, I had 20,000 subscribers. Okay. Yay, me. Really? Okay. First of all, let me tell you about retiring. I was 75 at the time. I was freaking tired of working.
Well, yes. I think okay, that's what makes her different than Sarasota Tim, because Sarasota Tim said, I'm 62, I'm going to start collecting Social Security because I just don't want to work. She's still working up until 75. Like, Diva does deserve a break. Yes, she does.
I make Roman shades for a living, stand on my feet all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you sew. You get to sit down and sew. What a nice job. No. Making Roman shades is hard. You have
Think again.
to stand on your feet all day. You have to use a saw. You have to use a drill. You have to build something to put the Roman shade on. I'm not saying that it was terribly difficult.
What is a Roman shade? Well, I'll show you, because we looked at her website a little bit ago. And shop now at Custom Roman Shades. It's this as a concept. Does that make sense? Like, it's a shade that's like this.
But it's tiring for a 75-year-old woman. In my younger years, yeah, I could make more a day and not be so freaking tired. But 75, it's time to retire. And I thought, YouTube will give me that chance. Okay? So I was already drawing Social Security, which was $960 a month.
Mm-hmm.
That is nothing. That is nothing. And I'm sure that's my fault. I've always been in business for myself. I probably didn't pay in enough. Who thinks about things like that?
I agree. Miss Ma'am should not have to be still making Roman shades at 75. Absolutely. I mean, I think y'all want me to start talking about politics and capitalism. Y'all want me to start talking about that. Think about all the ways that, like, our system fails. It's really sad because our system fails our elderly folks, and it also fails our children. And then in the middle, you have all of us who are also failed as adults. It basically is failing everybody. But, you know, when you think about some of, like, the most vulnerable populations just in general across the board, it's like children and the elderly, like people who really need assistance and could use, like, leadership and government to advocate for them. And it's like, here we are, homegirl contributing to her Social Security all her life and only gets $960 a month. Which, I don't know where she lives, but I know $960 a month in Chicago ain't shit. I know, I'm gathering she doesn't live in Chicago, but you get it.
You're younger. I didn't. To my detriment. However,
also, if you don't work because you're a stay-at-home parent, you don't get Social Security for yourself, but parenting is work. Also that, Diva.
Now, I've told you before about my Social Security check. It goes into a bank account in a far-off land that I never see it. I never get any of it. I don't even think about it. Okay? It pays for my TV things, which I don't have many anymore, but it comes out automatically. I have four life insurance policies. That comes out of there.
Wow.
And by the time all of that is out of there, I don't have any money left. $960. I don't have any left. The water also comes out of that.
I mean, so there you go. In the year of our Lord 2026, pilfered potatoes, that's what it covers for Miss Ma'am.
Okay? So, groceries, light bill, my phone, dog grooming is $200.
I would like to... Did somebody say you could see her dog somewhere? Where's her... Oh, is this her dog? Oh, what a little... I didn't realize it was her profile picture. What a little cutie. Dog grooming is expensive. I think I pay nearly $200 anytime I take Poe. Nearly. I think it might be a little less than that for me.
My gosh. I have dogs that have to be groomed. They become matted and uncomfortable if I don't have them groomed. $200. It's just gone up.
Does she have more than one dog, though? Because I'm not going to lie, it's expensive, and that's just for Poe. I don't know if she has more than that. Becky Jan, thanks so much for 6 months. Appreciate it.
Was 160. Now it's 200. Okay, where am I going to get that extra money? If I'm retiring and I really don't have any Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to depend on YouTube. Oh my God, what a blessing.
No, see, and then that's the problem though, is you shouldn't depend on YouTube, Diva. Well, also that's just like in general, like I didn't want to quit my job until I knew I had money saved up and lots of stuff going for me. What's your channel name again? Life Lived Alone. But the reality is, and I think in the girl world corner of the internet, we've seen this in recent history, is that you could lose that monetization whenever. I used to say, like, one day YouTube could just not exist, which still could happen. But even more recently, we've seen what happens when Chantal, Rosie, Amberlynn, all three got demonetized. Amberlynn's still demonetized, right? And granted, you might say in those situations, like, some of that's their fault for, like, the content they were making. And also, I feel like I've been pretty consistent in, like, well, I feel like they should have had an opportunity. Like if we're really talking about what I think is fair, they probably should have been given an opportunity to, like, clean that up, because that really came down to, like, a change in how YouTube was implementing, like, policies and rules regarding, like, all of that behavior and whatever. She's popular because she lives in a tiny home. See, Jamie, I didn't even do enough research. I didn't know she lived in a tiny home. Okay, wait, but that is, that's fun. That's fun.
In YouTube. Yeah. So this, I'm going to tell you later what I made for the year on YouTube. But as it started out, it was just all false hope. It was. I went ahead and gave my business to a friend. I gave everything. I gave my work table, all my tools, all my fabrics. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Well, why didn't you sell it? Oh my gosh, you can't. I couldn't sell that to him. I just couldn't do it. No, not going to do that. He's a friend. Take it over so that I don't have to do it anymore. If I'd have tried to sell my business, that would have been a 2-year ordeal. And plus, you'd have to teach people, blah, blah, blah. No. I can teach him on my phone, and he understands me. Okay? Let me see where I am.
That does feel really drastic. Because also maybe in the span of that 2 years of trying to sell her business, she would have realized, oh gosh, you know what? YouTube isn't paying me what I was thinking it was paying me. So maybe I shouldn't sell this business, you know?
Okay. So, let's go to January of this year.
Okay, January
January
2026.
20,110 subscribers.
I do hope she knows that you don't make money based on the number of subscribers you have. I hope she knows that. I hope she realizes that it's not related to that.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah. What does that actually mean? Does that mean that everyone who subscribes, that YouTube is actually going to show them my video and they have the option to watch it or not? Isn't that what you think subscription means? Well, that's not true. It's just not true.
It's just not.
I'm subscribed to 15 channels. Every once in a while, now I watch YouTube all the time, just like you probably do. They show up occasionally, only like 4 of them, maybe 5 of them. Where's the other 10 that I subscribe to? Why can't
some part of me is worried that she just doesn't know how to click on the subscriptions tab. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't click because all of your videos look the same with all of those AI thumbnails. I'm telling you, divas. I'm telling you, divas. I think that's part of it. I think that's part of it, but also part of it is just that I think some people are repulsed by the AI thumbnails. It's inauthentic. It's inauthentic.
I watch them as well. Only one of them, shows up on my phone with a notification that they have put out a new video. Only one. Out of 15 that I subscribe to, push the bell so I would be notified. No such luck. So why in the holy heck do we have a subscribe button and a bell? If they don't work, why are they there?
I mean, amen, sister. Amen. I mean, amen, diva. Mandy went back to her old thumbnails and gave up AI. Did she? Y'all know I'm just here to... Mandy May. Oh, wait, that's not her name. Managing the Maze. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's like... Well, maybe she's just reusing the old ones. Like, she reuses the old videos. I don't know. Well, that one is still seeming a little AI. I don't know. Pisses me off. I can't look at her. I can't look at her channel. Makes me angry.
That's why I'm mad at YouTube. That's why I'm mad at YouTube.
Let her know. Let her know.
Now,
her being YouTube. Let her know.
No, that my videos are not earth-shattering. I realize that. I'm not stupid. I talk about being alone in a tiny house. I talk about my life and things that I have been through. I know it's not, I know that. I know that.
Okay.
But still, I had, in January, not anymore, but in January, I had over 20,000 people who subscribed to my channel who maybe wanted to watch me. Well, I don't know where they are. I have no idea where they are. Now it's down to 19,000 and something. Where's the 19,000?
I love to do a little forensic exam of people's YouTube channels when they're worried when they're worried about why their channel isn't performing well. So we've already mentioned the AI thumbnails. So there's that. so there's that. But then too, I'm like, are all of your videos just you sitting here talking? Oh wait! Is that her art? Wait. We're doing some investigative journalism. Is that her actual art? I gotta find out.
Because this is watching. Yeah. Now, if any of my children are watching, you can turn it off now. Because this is kind of personal. You might not want to hear it. So, stop watching now, okay? Guys, I have to start getting rid of things. I am running out of room in my tiny house.
Wait, that does seem like she actually painted those. That seems like she actually painted those.
Today I am offering all 6 of these little paintings with an easel.
Wait, okay, so Diva, pay for Canva. Okay, sorry, I had to figure that out. You know what would be probably most important? Let's go look at what's most popular. Oh, so this is a common video she makes. What YouTube pays her. Living in a tiny house. I'm 75 and live in a shed. So I am 75 and live in a beautiful shed home. Taking my mask off, who I really am. My piece has been shattered. Yes, someone has stolen my piece. Alone by choice and of my own doing, 75 and all alone. List shed to home. Step by step, turning a shed into home. One hot video made how much? So it seems like most of her success on here has been from either talking about how much YouTube has paid her, or talking about her life living in a tiny home. But if you go to, wait, let's sort by latest, and let's just scroll back for the past year and take a look. This is me genuinely trying to be helpful, okay? Because I would also assume that maybe as an older person, she might not understand how the algorithm works, how things get pushed out and things like that. But if what got people to subscribe to her was looking for tiny home living at an old age, and now she doesn't really post that anymore, then I would guess that's the reason she's not making what she thought she was making. So let's go back a year. Okay, alright. Well, yeah, so 11 months ago, one of her most popular videos was Tour My Shed Home with my 75-year-old self, #tinyhouse. But then here's blissfully painting. I had a really bad week. A premonition that came true. Those performed okay. Watch the process of shed to nice home. So I guess that one didn't do as well as the last tiny home one. But a lot of these aren't about the tiny home, which is seemingly why maybe a year ago people subscribed. A secret held deep in my heart. The unthinkable from someone you trust. Girl, you're not making a ton of money because you're not posting the same type of content. It sucks. I will tell you, it sucks. It's hard to make a choice to the bottom fell out. What do you know about the bottom falling out? But if her content was more consistent with what people originally subscribed for, they'd probably be clicking on it a bit more.
I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm livid, actually livid at YouTube, and I'm going to tell you why.
Tell
a little
me.
bit more.
Tell me.
My biggest complaint is that YouTube is not showing my video to my subscribers. Let them make the decision if they want to click on it or not. You cannot tell me that they show those, well, we'll just go with 19,000 now.
But also, is it not possible that maybe that's what your viewers are deciding? Is it not possible that maybe your viewers are deciding oh, that's not what I subscribed for, I'm not clicking on it?
Can't tell me that they show 19,000 people my video, that it pops up on their screen, and certainly they're not notified, although they ask to be. Where did I get 20,000 subscribers? Well, when I first started and got monetized, I had right now the video has like 125,000 views. That was a good start. I think that's what got me monetized. I have another video that has 213,000 views.
Also, one video doesn't get you monetized usually. That's not usually how it works. You don't normally just get monetized because you had one video that like popped off. The requirements for getting monetized are having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time.
That helped push me along. And then I had a video. Right now it's on 400.
I do think like YouTube has a lot of bullshit when it comes to a ton of bullshit when it comes to like people being able to like easily find the content that they signed up for and subscribed to. I also think that there are things that she could individually do. And I'm just saying that as like trying to be helpful kind of a thing, which she probably, well, I don't know. Sometimes on Twitch, the random people I watch do end up finding my videos. So I hope she knows that this isn't like hate or shade or anything like that. This is literally me just like, almost like I'm a doctor for YouTube channels. and I just want to help. January, thanks so much for 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. For real.
And 400,500 views. That's a lot.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep knocking something
Okay,
over.
I'm gonna take a breather.
Next to my feet.
I am frustrated to the hilt. I just want everything to go away.
It helps when your content is consistently on the same topics. Yeah, it does. Which is, again, I agree, is annoying because, like, I don't know. I felt at different times like, well, I'm the one thing that's consistent here. Like, shouldn't that be enough? Shouldn't that be enough? Is that I'm here, like, but unfortunately, for better or worse, like, not necessarily everybody comes to my channel for me. Like, some people, even if they really like me, really just go to my main YouTube channel for Amber Lynn. And you can see that, I mean, even just recently, right? Like, the videos I've posted about her compared to the videos I've posted about Rosie, like, get different views. But I will say, like, after time with like enough consistency and things like that, I do think people will stick around.
I'm tired of thinking about it. You know, if YouTube worked as it's supposed to, or the way that they lead us to believe that it works, then we wouldn't have all these gurus trying to figure it out. Why can't it be just straightforward?
Do we have gurus trying to figure it out?
I don't understand. I really don't. Why it has to be so dang.
I come to this channel for van guy content. We don't always get what we want. We sure don't. We sure don't.
Complicated. Okay, I think if it worked the way it should work, that we would be all okay. We would understand how it works, and there would be no confusion about it. I spend 3 full days of my life every week on YouTube. One day, I have to write my videos, prepare them. The next day, I film them, all 3 of them. The next day, I process them, get them ready to go online.
I fear for what she's doing, that's too much time. I fear if that's what we're doing, we're spending too much. This is why I want to help her. This is why I want to help her, because what do you mean? This is scripted? It kind of feels like you're just talking off the top of your head.
That takes all day. I mean, all day. I can't do anything else. I have to let everything else go. You know, and that's my choice, I suppose.
Yeah, for real. This is one of those times where I have to remind you all that just because we're watching somebody here doesn't mean they're a bad or awful. Oh my gosh, Poe, let me go check. I'll hold that thought. Poe, come here, buddy. Come on, you're okay. Let's go. Come on. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're okay. Poe. I'm gonna close the door. You gotta decide, you want in or out. Oh, he chose out. He's gonna probably bark again. I thought he was gonna choose in. Okay, but no, I just need to say, like, again, because we're watching somebody, I just found this lady today. I don't have enough information to even not like her, just for the record. When I'm giving this feedback or these thoughts, you know, something that is interesting to me in general, and for as long as I've been on YouTube, is the things that you can monetize on YouTube and the types of content that people randomly choose to watch, and like how one of the things that's so fascinating to me about Amber Lynn is that, like, she just somehow got a lot of followers watching her do like the bare minimum of content, right? And that's honestly truly because she intentionally or not, like, locked into what she knew worked on YouTube and what got her views and things like that. And to that extent, it's like, well, yeah, I would love... Poe does not understand how... Poe, we can't keep doing this, buddy. Come on. Come on. But where was I at? So I would love for people like her to just be able to make like a fortune just doing this, sitting here and talking and yapping at the channel or on her channel, but it's unfortunately just not the game anymore. That's like not how YouTube works anymore. Maybe if she had started doing this 10 years ago, you know, like maybe she might be there, but there's other things happening in the YouTube world these days. And also all of it kind of concerns me because it seems like she has put like her post-retirement life in the hands of like YouTube paying her and giving her money. And so I'm just here trying to give advice because I'm fascinated with people who have been able to make a living on YouTube. The things that get monetized on YouTube, this, that, the other. Does that make sense? She seems like a sweet lady. I'm not trying to come for her. I am getting a little like, ooh, because Poe is not calm. It's not calm. So here we are.
You're a YouTuber. That's what you do. That's what you have to do.
Did I push the record button at some point? I did, and it's not. Maybe we're gonna finish watching this, but maybe this won't even get to actual YouTube. What a fail of a day. But it's not recording for some reason. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's okay. We're gonna keep pushing.
But it's so frustrating when you put out a video and it makes less than $10.
Yeah, that's
3 days of work. And I'm going to be honest with you, it is not fun. It is not fun. I do not enjoy it. I'm sorry, I don't. Ask any YouTuber to be honest, and I bet they would say I'd rather not make YouTube videos because it's hard work. I'm being honest. Can the rest of them be honest? And the
well, Diva, yeah, I can be honest. For the most part, I enjoy it. uh, it's giving try being an influencer for a day. No, for the most part, I'm being fully honest that like there's not a lot that I don't like. The things that I don't like are the things that I talked about before I started recording for the YouTubies. And that's like having to deal with some of like the nonsense from people on the internet. But in terms of like coming on and being silly for an hour a day in a YouTube video, or coming on here to Twitch for a couple hours a day and being silly and laughing and having a hee hee and a ha ha with you all, like, yeah, I love that. I love that. Like back when I was a kid, all I wanted to do when I grew up was like entertain people, and I just never thought that I was gonna. I'm feeling weirdly emotional about this. When I was a kid, all I wanted to do was entertain people. I loved being in band and chorus and drama club. And to be quite honest, I just never felt like I was going to be talented enough at any of those things to be able to do it as like a full-time gig, a full-time job. You know, I didn't come from a family rich enough where it made sense to take a risk to go to college and get a like theater degree. And so I never anticipated a world where I would get to be like on the internet and having people be entertained by the nonsense and goofiness that that I do on a regular basis. And so yeah, I do enjoy this, and I don't think that I would force myself to do it just for, I don't know. At this point there is a world where I make like a significant enough amount of money that like that would encourage me to keep posting. But if I was making $10 a video and that was it, Diva, I don't know that I could do that, you know, if I didn't enjoy what I was doing. So I would kind of almost also be like, Diva, let's find something else that you do enjoy then. You're 76 now, I think I saw in some of her thumbnails. Like, it's you deserve to be free. You know? Like if you're not enjoying this for a majority of the time that you're doing it, then let's find something else.
The only reason I do it, although I love all of you guys, I've become quite acquainted with some of you, and I love you dearly, and I'm so appreciative of what you have done in my life. That's beside the point. I started making videos to try to make a living in my retirement years. That's the truth. I told you, I'm going to tell you the dang truth. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm sorry. My mind is so muddled. I have to see where I'm going here.
Also, I'm sorry. I just happened to look over at the chat and realize I missed you all saying a lot of very sweet and kind things. I promise I wasn't trying to ignore that. I was just realized I had rambled. I rambled for a really long time, and I was like, "Get back to the video, Zachary Marie." But I do appreciate the very kind things. I'm like, I say it a lot in cameo requests about how grateful I am, and sometimes I don't think to say it in like Twitch streams and YouTube videos. But I really am genuinely so grateful. Like I really didn't think, there are so many things of like little like, I don't know, high school Zach even could have never predicted where I would be in life today, in terms of like getting to do something I really love and enjoy on a regular basis. Financially, where I'm at, I mean, like, I say that because I am genuinely grateful. Uh, Herring Queen, thanks so much for 14 months.
I got a Meta eye ad and it reminded me I
Ooh.
needed to resub nauseated face.
Oh, Herring Queen, thanks so much for resubscribing. Appreciate it. But it's just like, I never anticipated, you know, like, I would be a happy gay person living in Chicago, doing something I loved, owning my own home, having a dog that I love and care for. So I'm just very grateful for y'all, okay? All right. It's okay to cry, but I'm not going to. It's okay to cry, but I'm not going to in this moment situation type of deal. But I do. I appreciate it. And I'm to that extent glad that we watched this lady today, because it makes me sad that she doesn't enjoy it, and she feels beholden to try to get like YouTube to do what she wants. I will say, you know, I mentioned like the only thing I don't enjoy about it sometimes is like the weirdo people on the internet, you know. But it would be fair to say that if I had to pick a second thing I didn't love, it is that, like, it is frustrating to feel beholden to like algorithms and what YouTube deems like worthy of putting out into people's recommendations and things like that. Like, I don't disagree with her about that, just for the record, but it just seems like there's not a lot she enjoys about this altogether.
Almost finished. Okay. Now, since January, I have been barely getting by. Last year, as I thought I might be retiring, I worked extra hard and tried to put back as much money as I could. And I know it's not much, and I'm going to be honest again. It was $9,000 that I managed to put back. That is nothing to have in the bank when you're retired. What could happen? Oh, let me see. I discovered mold in my tiny house last week. That's the truth, and I'll tell you about that later in another video. Well, how much is that going to cost me? Huh? But since January, I have been living off of my savings fund because I'm not making enough on YouTube to pay all my bills and take care of everything I need to take care of. So it's dwindling. It's almost gone. That's why I'm frustrated and a little ticked off at YouTube.
Well, also, anybody who works for YouTube is also like an independent contractor. Like, you get a 1099-C. That's the like tax form that YouTube sends you, unless you have like an LLC, and then things look a little bit different. But you're not like, that's the thing about YouTube, is you're not guaranteed money. You're not guaranteed a paycheck.
Come on. Okay. As I've done all of my life, I have saved myself. I did not wait for somebody to come knock on my door and say, here's $1 million. Now you're okay. No, I had to do it myself. I had to pull myself up out of the floor most of the time and come up with another plan and keep trucking, right? That's what I've done all my life. So that's what I've been doing. And I know all you guys think, well, she's just crazy. She comes up with new ideas every week. I'm just trying to take care of myself, guys. I am... The last 6 months, I have been creating patterns of all of these treatments that I have made for 50 years. And I'm going to try to sell them. Yeah, I'm going to try to sell them. Because I know what I'm talking about. I am a teacher at heart. So I'm going to try. I've also been writing a book, which I will offer as an ebook. Download it immediately. If anybody wants it, yeah, I'm going to try to sell that too. I certainly am trying to survive without standing on my feet all day making Roman shades, guys. Okay.
What does she mean by treatments? I think she means like window treatments. Roman shades, window treatments.
So, if YouTube is not worth my time at not even $10 a day. Right now I'm making $5 a day. $5 a day. So I'm not spending 3 days a week making videos anymore.
Okay.
I will make one on Sunday morning, process it, edit it, and post it. That's one day. One day's all I'm giving YouTube anymore. Because it's not working for me. It is not paying off for me. And you say, well, why is it all about money? I'm 76 and I don't have an income.
Hell yeah. Let them know. It feels mean to say, but she sounds just really ungrateful to her audience. But also I think she just doesn't understand how YouTube works. Yeah, it sounds like I will say earlier she said that she's loved making connections with people and the people that watch her. I think it's more so that she just doesn't understand how YouTube works. And it seems like she just expected things to be consistent with YouTube from like the first time that she happened to be like see some success, and it just hasn't been that way. She could look into running a class like a paint and sip, but with window shades and curtains. There'd be girlies that would eat that up. Yeah. Companies like Hobby Lobby used to have classes they'd teach in the back rooms. I think Michaels still does some stuff like that. I don't know, like, if she's got a Michaels around her or anything like that, but...
That's why. I'm sorry, I'm a little, I'm sorry. Okay, got a mold problem I'm dealing with right now. So yeah, I'm a little ticked off at the world, okay?
Also, yeah, a mold problem would probably have me a bit ticked off at the world as well.
So I'm not a quitter, never have been. So yeah, I will keep making one video a week on Sunday. And I will reassess the situation in December. I am committed to 1 day a week until December. Okay, guys. Here's what I made on YouTube last year.
All right.
Okay.
Tell me.
Got monetized in August. Got paid in September. $913. Oh, that was great. Could not believe my first paycheck was $913. October, $528. November, $352. I will still accept that. December, $3,370.
Hell yeah,
oh
diva.
My God. That's what set me on fire, people. It did. January, $885. February, $277. Okay, all of that added up, that's 6 months right there. It's $5,900.
I am kind of curious because, again, I don't know where she lives, what the cost of living looks like, things like that. And she kind of made it sound like as soon as she got monetized was when she decided she was going to start pursuing this. Her first month of monetization, she said she made $913. It was 900 something. And that's less than what she got from Social Security, which she says like barely like covers, like she doesn't see that because it goes to cover like the basics of everything. So I am curious why that was enough for her to be like, you know what, we got a thing going here. I'm just gonna give up all the other stuff I'm doing. When you said prison job earlier, I for real thought this old lady was working as a prison guard or something. I'm so sorry. I know not everybody probably knows all the Sarasota Tim lore. Sarasota Tim refers to everybody's regular schmegular day-to-day jobs as prison jobs. And he got to leave his prison job because he decided at 62 he was going to start collecting Social Security. And then now he just has his side hustle job, which is the YouTubies.
And $73. Okay. That works for me. That averages out to about $1,000 a month. That's what I need to take care of myself and my 3 animals You know, they have vet bills all the time and grooming. You know what life brings you? Yeah, the unexpected. At least one thing a month, right? This month it's mold. Oh my God. More on that later. Okay, now.
Can't wait for the mold update, to be honest. I will listen, Linda. I will come click on your video when you give us a mold update. I will be back for that video. No worries.
March, $560. April, $400. May, $272. June, $127. July, $141. Now this month I will get paid in August, and right now it's looking like, I mean, there's just a week left.
Also, you'll get, oh wait, yeah, oh my God, what is my problem? I'm like, what do you mean you'll get paid in August? I thought this was a new video. No, it is. She is correct. She'll get paid in August. Oh my God, life is hard.
Left in this month, so maybe I'll make $100, and if I don't make $100, I don't get paid next month. You have to make $100 before you get paid. So if you add all of that up for the last 6 months, that's $1,600. Now if you divide that by 6, that's only $267 a month. No, I need 1,000. So that's why I've been dipping into my savings, which is not going to last much longer. Okay guys, that's my rant. Come on YouTube, do your job.
Do your job.
Well,
here's what I will say. It kind of did do its job, because I had never heard of this lady before today. I'd never heard of this lady before today, and she did in fact get introduced to me by YouTube just randomly. Susan, or whoever's in charge of YouTube, pay this woman. I don't think it's Susan anymore. I don't think it's been Susan for a minute. I'm kind of invested now. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, hi oh, I was gonna read this and then look how long this comment is. I am obsessed with how many people do just get on the internet and tell you how much they get paid by YouTube. How much YouTube paid me in my first month, solo retired life. I want to learn about her she did have a premonition, didn't she? She really did. Wait, I kind of want to see what she had to say about her premonition. Wait, oh God, I made it too big. Go smaller. Go smaller. She has memberships on her channel too. Premonition? A premonition that came true. An aging lady living in a tiny house, sharing my life, and in the process making a way for peace and gratitude.
Good morning, guys. It is Diane.
Hey, Diane. Diane, how do I get this painting behind you? Not the cat, but whoever is that? You think that's Diane back there? I need her. I need that lady.
Welcome to my home.
Wait, I gotta speed her up here too.
Today,
I need to hear about the
before I
premonition.
start, because I don't want to interrupt when I get started on it, I just want to say, if you are liking my videos, please subscribe. Click on the bell so you will be notified when I release another video. And I'm painting tomorrow. I'm painting a bird tomorrow. So be sure and watch tomorrow. Okay.
Painting birds?
Thanks for watching.
Liz, she's coming for your bag, girl. She's coming for your bag. Hi, Fuzzy Mittens. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Here we go. Now, at the risk of you thinking that I'm weirder than you already think I am, I'm going to tell you that sometimes I think of something and it actually happens. It doesn't happen much, Hardly at all. I would say my whole life, and I'm 75, that it's only happened maybe, I would say maybe 18 times. Now, that's not much. That's not much at all. I just got a little bit of it, and it's too much. I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. A long time ago, and I think I've touched on this on an earlier video. I think I did. Anyway, a long time ago, I mean years ago, I was outside, I think I was planting window boxes. Now, we lived in the middle of 32 acres. No one ever came to see us. And we lived, right in the center. And it was a long dirt road to get to our house. Now, I didn't hear a car, nothing like that. I saw in my mind my Aunt Faye coming down the road. Now, listen, my Aunt Faye, I think she has never come to visit me and just driven up to my house. Never. So, you know what? That just went away. I mean, she's had to be in her 70s then. She's 96 or 97 now. Still doing great. But anyway, then all of a sudden I heard a car. I turned around and looked. I could not believe it was my Aunt Faye.
Hell
driving
yeah.
down the road. Oh my gosh. And I went, there it is again. Just things like that. Just small things. Do you know how things flitter through your mind on a daily basis all day long? Never stops. Well, sometimes I would have these things.
I've got a premonition, y'all, that she's going to get some subscribers. I've got a premonition that suddenly people are going to go subscribe to her channel and watch her videos. I've got a premonition. It's coming to me in a dream. What's her channel again? It's called Life Lived Alone.
And I never told anyone, ever. I mean, why? How? Why would I? I mean, it's just something goofy about me. Why would I share that? I don't even know why I'm sharing it now. Oh,
You should do toilet readings on TikTok? The fuck does that mean?
so this one was the last one that I can remember having. Well, for sure. It's the last one. Okay.
But y'all better watch the videos. Last thing she needs is more subscribers and no views. Yeah. That part. Port. Why can't I talk today? That port.
I told you my daughter was an interior painter a few years ago. And she would get me to pick up her youngest son at school, which is Kurt. And if you watch my videos, you know he was killed by a drunk driver when he was 15. So, I guess when he was 13, maybe, I started having these thoughts. And I know you all think of bad things and go, oh, God, I hope that never happens. But I started having these thoughts of Kurt, and they would come I would say once every 3 months.
This feels like a sad premonition. This feels like a little bit of a sad premonition.
I knew that he was going to die.
Oh, I don't like that. Sorry. She's a fun lady, but I can't. That makes me sad. We're good. That's so sad. What my children and I saw. She saw a UFO? See, there's so much going on this lady's channel. There's so much going on this lady's channel. But y'all better go and watch her mold update. Once she gives that mold update, y'all better be locked the fuck in for a mold update, okay? Anyways, bye YouTubies, subscribe!